Hey everybody, Rhadamant here for episode 71 of the Extreme Desert Challenge series. So let's get started. Last episode we definitely had to fight quite a lot of mechs, which is something I was expecting to have happen, but I feel a little beat up. One of the things I'm going to do is to change the meds restriction to industrial tech for everyone. That will get everyone back and healed. And then also, I'm going to change bed rest. So if people are wounded, they seek a bed. Yes, we don't have multiple hospital beds. I could add some more, but at least this will mitigate some of the brutality that I have faced. So the higher quality meds was a suggestion by Martin and DidoTub, and I think that's a pretty good idea, given that we're starting to have some real injuries here. Yeah, I think that makes sense at this point. You think you're resting? No, you are not resting. And the increased, or the better, wow, even a nose shattered. Yikes. Even the increased meds will help to sort of make them recover faster from wounds. Not necessarily things that got cut, though. That's not really going to work. So Omni's wounds, for instance, don't really require all that much in the way of meds, but we'll med it anyway. Now, another suggestion I got was from Christopher Hodel or Rob Rose. They both mentioned that the antigrain warhead would probably be better in a IED, in IED form. So yeah, that's a very fair point. I'm going to make one of those and then use it on demand. I absolutely loathe the uselessness of mortars, so IEDs are a way better route for me to go. Still waiting on medical tending. And self-tend, too. Alright. We don't want to get infected. Only colonist that needs treatment is Earth. And here he goes. Medical in the dark. Okay, so the bed rest is going to make it so that, well, quite frankly, we won't get a whole lot of stuff done laying around here, but that's totally fine. Mela, where are you going? Tending to Roman. Oh, yeah, Roman's still out here, isn't he? That would be the case. Totally forgot. Sorry, Roman. I guess I'm going to turn this off when I don't need it, so that people don't use it. So Quell's still cranking away on that beautiful plasteel, and that will help to replenish your stocks. Now, there was one other suggestion from Beedrill mentioning that possibly this psychic emanator might be better put to use over here near the kill box, so that the people that are fighting can stay sane. And my other psychic emanator then will become plopped more centrally, maybe? Maybe here, where the machining table used to be. And the machining table's down here for obvious reasons. This is where all the mechs die. Where all the mechs come to die. Alright, Omni's already fully healed. That's great, because we need a lot of help constructing and otherwise. And fixing up these beautiful rooms that have since been ruined. Oh, it's even raining for the first time ever. I'm going to take control and repair some stuff. All this rain will cover up the fact that I was probably bleeding quite a lot. I don't know if these spike traps really did all that much, but doesn't stop me from replacing them. Alright, let's uninstall this trap. And we will allow it to be stored down here. Looking at my turrets here, most of them have been replaced or repaired. God, there's going to be a lot of plasteel coming out of that machining table. This will allow, once we have a nice surplus of plasteel, we're starting to actually get some. I'll start replacing regular turrets with plasteel turrets. As you can see, the health difference is enormous. They're almost 3 times the strength, and that way they don't die so quickly. So all the turrets that we have in our base have been replaced. This steel mortar I'm just going to break down. Obviously, I'm not going to be using it. Jay, you are... You know, I don't really care about you, actually. If you go crazy, you go crazy. So most of the materials we need for whatever is now... Oh, you're hauling 6 steel. I don't know why. It's this steel stockpile is why. Driving me crazy is what they're doing. The animals here, you can go back to home inside, or animals. Yep. We don't have any kibble, though. Why aren't you making kibble? Alright, let's crank out some kibble, because that's no good. Hungry, hungry camels. Alright, everyone's back up and fully healed. These turrets were going to be, yeah, they were going to be moved away from the autocannons. That makes perfect sense. That was very avoidable. And a raid of mechs dropping right here. Well, I'm probably not going to be able to put out that fire. Everyone else going to need to come to the front here. I don't know what kind of mechs this is. It doesn't look like it's too many. No, it's not too many. Cassandra's having a little bit of mercy on me. Alright, Quell, you're supposed to go in this way. Everyone else. I wonder if the Psychic Emanator needs a roof. Rather than the wonder, I'm just going to put it there, but... Yeah, this attack won't be so bad. Now that they're all choked up forward. And for once it's actually raining, which makes it so that I can more easily put the fires out of these. Quell, what are you doing? I keep telling you to walk this way, and you keep ignoring me. Normally I would have some fun and mess around with the mechs and, yeah, take in some melees and stuff like that, but I don't want to get wounded unnecessarily. Oh, what I can do now that all the big ones are dead is let's stop firing with the big ones and rush these guys. We're done. Everyone go home. Everyone do something productive. Break. Darn it. Couldn't get there in time. Alright, that was a very, very, very small raid. There we go. Now the machining table is nice and covered. And that won't backfire on us. These slug turrets didn't require too much in the way of replacement or anything. And wow, alright, there was no downtime there. No chill. Obviously, pod placement has been working very, very nicely for us. That doesn't look like a lot of mechs at all. So I'm not going to call the Power Rangers this time. I'm just going to shoot them. There's only 6 of them. That's not so bad. I'm using Jenny. Oh, there's a Scyther, though. I'm using Jenny as, like, human bait here. And there's only heavy charge blasters. Whoa, that one just outright blew up. Was not expecting that. Alright, I guess we'll use our uranium. I'm trying to bait out the centipedes to shoot Roman. Alright, well, that was a quick succession of raids. Do I get some time to myself? Or are they coming back within an instant? Hopefully I get some time. Okay, Philly is smelting. I think at this point I'm going to use one of the Psychic Soothers. Our moods were getting a little bit low, and rather than to risk pissing off everyone, I'll just Psychic Soothe. It's pretty inexpensive. No idea why I want this wall repaired. Okay, well, that's cute that you think I have time to your caravan. I don't. Checking up on the progress of the reactor. We're 3 days in. I think what I'll do is I'm going to suspend the any blocks because I doubt we're going to be using a lot of blocks. And all of these mechs have been hauled. So once... I don't know if we're ever going to get through the backlog of mechs. My guess is there's always going to be another one to build. But I'm really interested in the autocannon turrets. So here we go. Here's the first one. These extra autocannon turrets should be quite helpful. Yeah, you need food. Who cares about a solar generator, Omni? There's enemies at the gate. I don't think the components are ever going to decay, but regardless, I still could roof it up to keep these from deteriorating. There we go. Is it inside? Yeah, this is technically no, it's outdoors. Okay. I thought I had enough coverage, but obviously that is not the case. Alright, got myself an autocannon turret. Let's work on the other ones. And I'm going to move this just to reduce the amount of back and forth I need to do. Okay, 15 minutes in. So far, so good. So far, so good. The base is still full of damaged stuff and slag and whatnot. We haven't really fixed that at all. We still need our R&R, even with the Psychic Soother. So if you haven't used a Psychic Soother before, it's just a strange feeling you get for like 24 hours. I saw that everyone's moods were sort of teeter-tottering on low, so I figured that might be it might be a good time to soothe. I think what I'm going to do is flick off this Plasteel Deep Drill. I think we have plenty of Plasteel from all the mechs that we're killing, and I'll focus on getting... Oh, thank you. No. No. I don't want food poisoning. I don't want to risk it. As smart as it would be to utilize that, I'd rather not risk the food poisoning, because food poisoning would be really bad right now. I like how Roman was he was tidying up like all the wrong things. I'm gonna have him tidy up, and it's gonna wake up and disturb sleep, but what are you currently working on? There we go. I could have just set him on like immediate priority 1 cleaning. The thing is, I don't want him cleaning like the outdoors. Alright, that's a little bit better. Also the rec room. Yeah, now we're back into extremely impressive. And the kitchen too. Okay. How are we doing down here? We got some more turrets up. Good. Extra firepower. We might need it. Alright, looks like the slugs are mostly reloaded, although I'd still have some work to do on that front. The one issue putting it here is, yeah, let me move it again. I don't want stuff clogging the, You know, yeah, I'm actually going to remove the roof here. Only because it rains so infrequently, I'd rather have the daylight that allows me to machine faster. Alright, we have a kill box full of turrets again. That's good. Omni, your mood is low because you haven't been recreating. Oh, you ate raw food? That's just gross. He did it a while ago, so I guess... I don't know. I guess the damage is already done, and we're going to recoup from it. Alright, Mudge, what is irking you? You give that up to Quell. Actually, you know what would be even smarter is let's double drill. Well, now that we've constructed everything, we're back to repairing, which is a good sign of progress. Also, fortunately, they haven't really landed in our farms or anything, so that's pretty cool as well. Okay, this should be able to replenish our uranium. We have 6 uranium right now. Okay, what I think I'm going to do is to put a stockpile of steel here. What is this? Everything else is low priority, so this is going to be also low. I don't really care which... I don't want to prioritize one over the other, because I don't want them hauling between them, but if there's steel here, there's steel here. And this is going to be good for reloading. That's nice and close to the front. And that way we can reload. Okay, another raid. Where are they potting to? Potting, scattering all over. I don't like that. Because you can't really account for if they're landing in your base or not. So let's all group up. Okay, it looks like none are in the base, so let's go to the kill box. I'm trying to look. So there's 3 here, another one 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That might be the extent of it. Those 12. Omni and Roman. Head over there. Santiago 2. J, go do J stuff. I don't know what J's do. They're useless. They are useless. Looking around, making sure I didn't miss any potters that might have gotten behind our lines, but I think we're good, actually. Okay, the Lancers, first one out. And Lancer, they're all Lancers. No, they're not all Lancers. Some are Centipedes. Mostly Centipedes and Lancers. This won't be so bad. Hello, Lancer. You're about to get a smackdown. Door closed. There we go. I'm doing this to conserve steel and all the other resources that you need to reload. We're gonna have Miss getting bruised back up a bit. So if I can spare myself all the uranium and whatnot that it usually takes to take them down, I absolutely will do that. You only got tapped a little bit, Miss Santi. In fact, well, we're not done yet. I'd rather have you have good medical care. Just go back there. Peekaboos. I almost feel bad for this Lancer. I actually do feel bad for that Lancer. It's kind of funny. Alright, so here we're starting to get a mix. I don't necessarily want to mess with the... let's try autocannon turrets. Ooh, thank you, turret. I'm going to turn this one off and try to draw them deeper into the kill box. And because the centipedes are shorter range than the everything else. Alright, here we go. Drawing them in. Really? You one-shot my regular turret? That's just rude. That's just straight rude. It wasn't even powered on. Okay, and there's one super straggler. That's good to know. I'm trying to keep this uranium free. Doing this with no uranium. I take a little bit of a risk, just for the laughs. Crushing this centipede with my melees. Jenny, would you... So even when you are trying to survive for your life, a little bit of humor goes a long way. Trying to set me on fire, huh? It's not gonna work. Not gonna work. Oh, right. Earth doesn't fight fires. Alright, just some bruises. Nothing that good old-fashioned medicine won't be able to heal. And we have the last one now, right? Milla's still hanging around. Oh, there's no off power. Oh, okay, so yeah, it got destroyed. What are you, charged? Oops, meant to turn that off. Oh yeah, we can't turn this off. Oh, that's going to be a little bit of pain. Alright, let's flick on everything that is in range. Turret's going to die. I'm actually going to slug this one. Just so that it doesn't destroy any turrets. Oh, see, that was quick. Good old slugs. So some of these turrets can't turn off using my flick method. Because their off power is too distant. Something I'll have to fix. Back to normal, peaceful music. So we know the threat is over. Alright, Miss Jenny. Let's get you tending our survivors here. And a moment of peace and quiet. Well, as long as I'm not getting landed on in the middle of the base, my defenses are pretty beefy. I gotta say, they're not... I didn't slack here at all. So... And the attack types haven't been that terrible either. And we have them on bed rest, so we don't have wounds. Trying to get as much uranium as we can. I did obviously underestimated how much we're going to rely on those slugs. Nice. Tidying up. Jenny. As weird as it is, let's make this one specific one. Actually, construct it, please. Thank you. I definitely have the power to keep those on, but I remember once upon a time that repairing was like a separate task over construction. I kind of missed that. It was rolled up into one. And now you only really repair once everything is done being built. So Quell is the last one with injuries. That will heal quick. Headbutted by a mech. So my guess is I'm going to need some more EMP shells, but God, where? But we're using all we're using all this for other things. A bulk goods trader, that's useful. Because I'm out of Nuturamine, which means I have a limited supply of good meds. We're running lowish on good meds. Oops. Okay. I want you to not queue it up, just to do it. Thank you. Didn't mean to cancel that the way I did. This ear is for who was it that got messed up? Philly? So Philly needs an ear and an eye. Yeah, we already have the eye queued up. Ear, eye, and I have no nose. If I don't end up needing the healer serum after the reactor raids are done, I can always give her her nose back. Mech's got your nose. I guess to someone that lost a nose, that might not be so funny. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? We have... I'm going to sell my Devil Strand because there's really no way I'm ever going to use it. Elephant leather, lizard skin, they're inferior materials as far as I'm concerned. They don't have uranium. They do have an advanced component in Nuturamine, which I need. I probably have a lot of somewhat ruined clothing. So I can go ahead and sell that stuff. And I think we're squared. Yeah, we're pretty squared. There's really not much I have to need off of these guys, I guess. It's mostly the Nuturamine. I'm gonna buy their chocolate, I guess. Yep, that's about it. People will consume that chocolate almost instantly. That was the point. Alright, so we have an implant for Philly for her ear. Hearing is by far the least important in this game. You really don't need ears like at all. In fact, if you're trying to avoid the disturbed sleep, if you take out everyone's ears purposefully, I don't know how you would do that, but you can never really have your sleep disturbed as a net result. Obviously, Omni, you're gonna skip a night's rest, so we'll go ahead and give you... Right. Oh no, you could install the implant and then remove it. I guess that's one way to go deaf purposefully. And never have your sleep disturbed again. We're almost on shredding the mechs here. Omni took some wake up so we could get some lovely eyeball for Philly. And now she's going to be a lot less disfigured. I'm curious about that. If the disfigurement stacks. Now, Earth doesn't really care that his wife is disfigured. He loves her all the same. That is a healthy relationship. Alright, so time to put the ear and the eye in. Oh, we just made a marine helmet as well. Excellent marine helmet. Let's give that to Quell. And lift restrictions. She'll keep it on. And then Roman's probably going to slap on the good one. That's a lot of beer that we have left over. And another raid. Several groups of mechs. It's always mechs. 8 here. What are you? 3 lancers, 5 centipedes. 8 centipedes, 2 lancers. And what about the partridge in a pear tree? Alright, let's get everyone moving, except for Jenny and Philly. Lucky for me, I hadn't moved my beacon back, but these enemies didn't choose to target the beacon, which makes me feel fortunate, honestly. Alright. Getting into position. Everything's off, so these guys won't know what to shoot at. As you can see, they're sort of just like sitting around. Surprise! A pretty rude surprise, but a surprise nonetheless. Oops, you stay there. I meant to just grab Mudge. Alright, now for the big guns. Let's turn these off. And the last group of centipedes is lagging behind. Are you all... Alright, they're all heavy blasters, which I like. I'm really not fond of getting shot by... Jay, whatever you're doing, it's probably dumb. I'm not fond of getting shot by the incendiaries. Alright, draw them in. I would say they're drawn in. Reconnect. Reconnect. No, that might be too risky. Ooh, stunned. Now it's not too risky. Let's go, go, go. Oh, IEDs. Oh, thanks, Jenny. You're gonna get yourself shot by an autocannon turret, though. The people with the shield belts, the shield belt can deflect an autocannon turret. Oh god, that felt so good. That was the coolest fight I've been in a long time. There was something like really deeply satisfying about that stun. And then all of a sudden, the moment the stun goes off, just like jumping on them and shredding them. Like from a mech's point of view, that was just savage. Absolute savagery right there. And we didn't use any uranium, and we dispatched 5 centipedes, like, in a snap of the fingers. Now, these are a lot of centipedes, so this centipede group is definitely getting uraniumed. No doubts about that. Bye-bye, bulk goods. Now, if these shooters here, because of distance closing. Okay, so they're definitely in. Let's fire everything up. Mudge got hit. Yep, Mudge got hit. They're getting wrecked, so I'm going to turn off these things. They're coming for you. The 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Ba-boom. Another raid mitigated. Well, guys, I feel like I'm riding on high. Let's see. We have 8.6 days left, and what a big flex. My God, these raids have been crushed by me. Just crushed. I don't even know how many, I mean, the records. I guess I'll check record numbers later. I'm curious. Like, Omni's killed 25 mechs. Quell has killed 22 mechs. Santiago, 19 mechs. 16 mechs. 18. Probably not that many. 16. Oh, yeah. It's not bad. 9. O'Connell, pick up some weight. 14. 5. Well, that's not surprising. Mudge, 12. And Jay with 0. In fact, Jay is 0 all across the board. Because Jay doesn't do nothing for this community. So if you've liked this episode, let me know. I feel like I've done a wondrous job of defending, but I'd love for you to all chime in. I'm just going to pause it here and roll the credits. So if you have any feedback for me, I went over some of the tips that I found useful, but yeah, drop me a line, and I hope you tune in next time. I'm just about done. I'm very excited. I'll catch you all later. Thanks for tuning in. Adios.